Nice to see you guys again. I'm Lee, the host of Eel Chief Sports. Welcome to my world famous studio. Not really, but close enough. Thank you so much for watching my selections just a few weeks ago for the Preakness. I had my most views for that. So if you enjoyed my video, like some of my commentary rather, thank you for watching. I do appreciate that. You know, my picks are free, my videos are free. I do not get compensated for this. Not now, anyways. It's just a little bit of a hobby I do on the side. So please do subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment if you like my picks, do not like my picks. But everybody be friendly. You know, we're not playing poker against each other here. We're just talking about horses and seeing what we can do. You know, this is a little bit more like blackjack. We're all going up against the house, and the house is the pair of mutual windows. So yeah, please do comment, and yeah, let's talk a little bit about the Preakness, which did change hands on me. I recorded that as soon as the post positions came out. Now, a little over 3 weeks ago on that Monday, my first pick would have been was First Mission, which I think, with him not being in the race, definitely compromised the pace, and that did change some things around. So First Mission was my pick. He probably would have won the race, but you know, shoulda, woulda, coulda. National Treasure had a pedestrian, as Larry Colmus said on the backstretch, pace to run after, so that was easy for him to wire. Blazing Sevens ran better than I thought. I did not pick him in my top three. I correctly did fade Mage. I know a lot of people in the comments thought I was crazy for fading Mage, but it wasn't fair to Mage being the only horse to come out of the Derby into the Preakness. So that was just my process there. So we got a new race. We got some of the familiar faces from the first race, the Derby now, which is now almost 5 weeks ago. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about the horses. I give you my top three picks, and I'll do a lukewarm fourth. But yeah, please do subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Twitter at Eel Chief. Okay. So we got some new shooters. We have some old shooters. We have some, we got Tapit Trice coming back from the Kentucky Derby. We have National Treasure, the winner of the Preakness. We have Forte coming off a 10-week layoff, but he is still the champion. Hit Show's coming back from the Kentucky Derby with Brad Cox. Angel of Empire is also returning from the Kentucky Derby. Red Route 1 is coming back from the Preakness. He's the second horse coming back from the Preakness along with National Treasure. So this is an interesting race, and I really hope I don't jinx anything, but I'm recording this on Tuesday night. Post positions just came out earlier today, California time. Please, no more scratches, guys and gals, whoever's watching this, because it is ruining this darn Triple Crown series. So I felt it really set back the Kentucky Derby with all these scratches that came in, you know, a couple days before and the day before. It really, and when you lose the favorite, the morning of the Derby, it always puts a damper on it. It happens every now and again. I remember it happened, I believe, the year was 2009 with I Want Revenge. And he was the favorite, and he got scratched in the morning, I believe. So I'm going to talk about a few horses here. I'll give you my third most likely winner selection. My third is going to be the Peter Pan winner, Arcangelo. Okay. Why do I like Arcangelo? Well, Javier Castellano's never won this race, but he almost won it in 2016 with Destin. He got beat up by a nose that year against Creator. But with I was doing a little research on the Peter Pan winners, and from 1992 to present, only two horses have won from the Peter Pan. That was 2014 Tonalist, and that was, and then before that, you got a big gap to 1992 AP Indy. Other than that, a lot of horses have ran. They haven't always been the favorites. A lot of times they're 10-1 or higher. And this year, he's 8-1. He probably will go off around that unless there's a scratch. Let's not jinx that, everybody. So I think there's a chance that he can hit the board with his running style. And I really like his pedigree. He has Airgate on the father's side. He also has Tappet on the mother's side. So there's a lot of Tappet blood in this field. Just because their name doesn't have the name Tappet in it doesn't mean there's not a Tappet pedigree in these horses. Even the long shot deer Miracolo has Tappet, I believe, on the mother's side. So there's a lot of Tappetry. So um, it's not always, the Tappet horses don't always win, but they're usually contenders. I remember I liked Tacitus a few years ago. He did not win, but he did come in second that year. So usually first or second. I'm going to go with third with him, with Arcangelo as my third pick for the Belmont Stakes. My second pick, my second choice, is going to be, this is my wise guy horse for this, because I think Brad Cox has I think he's going to get a little bit redemption, because Brad Cox he lost his horse first mission the day before, so there's a little bit of a redemption race, and plus he's racing in New York. He also has Manny Franco aboard. Manny Franco, he won the mile and an eighth in 2020 with Tis the Law. So not quite the same race, but I do like Hit Show. And if Hit Show doesn't win, I think he'll be second. I think he should be in everybody's exotics. He's the wise guy horse in this race. Hit Show is my second choice, but I'm going to play some win bets on him just in case. It's just I he really ran the best out of everybody in the Kentucky Derby, and that blazing speed that was set. He did finish in fifth, but it was, all considering, that was a pretty good finish considering how fast that race really went. It's going to be a different race here. I think the pace will be decent. It's not going to be as pedestrian as the Preakness, but this isn't, the best horses. The best horse doesn't always win this race. It's stamina, it's positioning, and a lot of horses get tired. They're never going to have to run this race ever again, mile and a half. So I'm going to take Hit Show. I'm going to play a little bit to win, but second is probably going to be where he's at. He should be in everybody's exactas. Now, with this, you have to fade a couple of the lower priced horses. So for my third, I'm going to go with Arcangelo. My second, I'm going to go with Hit Show. My most likely winner, and I'm not going to be breaking the bank with this one. It's going to be very hard to beat Tappet Trice in this race with Luis Saez and Todd Pletcher. Todd Pletcher has won this race 4 times as the trainer. 2017 with Rags to Riches, 13 with Palace Malice, 2017 with Taprit, and he won it last year with Modonegal. He actually came in second as well with Nest, the filly. But a lot of people are going to be playing him win in place for both horses with Forte. I'm not going to be doing that. I don't think they'll be coming down 1-2. Now, my issue with Forte, yes, he's the 2-year-old champion, and he could be the best horse in the race, but it's a 10-week layoff, and I really wish he had a warm-up entering this this race. It's not really fair to him. I didn't like how he got scratched, and then he couldn't run in the Preakness, and this is a tough race to train for without off a layoff. I just don't think it's fair to him. So I did fade Mage. Everyone thought I was crazy, and you're more than welcome to call me crazy on there. I'm going to fade Forte on this one. You can't pick all the chalk on these races. So that's going to be what I'm going to do. I'm going to fade Forte. He could be 4th or 5th. National Treasure, too. I think this race is going to be too long for him. He'll be there early, but I don't see him at the top of the stretch because you're already at a mile and a quarter. I think he's gonna be done. I'd be surprised if he finished 1st or 2nd or even 3rd for that matter. Angel of Empire is another horse. I think he's gonna bounce. I'm not picking Angel of Empire. He's not going to be on any of my tickets. Yes, he looked good in the Arkansas Derby, and he finished in 3rd in the Kentucky Derby. But like I say, you can't pick every single horse. So I'm going to fade Angel of Empire. Red Route 1 was a little bit disappointing for me in the Preakness, but everything did change when First Mission was scratched. He had nothing to run into. I do like Joel Rosario. He's won it twice this race with Sir Winston 2012. He also won it in 2021 with Sir Winston. And then Tonalist was 2013. So I think I do like... hang on, when is Sir Winston? Yeah, 2000. Sir Winston was 2019. Pardon me. That was the same year War a Will won the Preakness. So, with Tonalist 2014, Steve Asmussen has won the race one time as the trainer with Creator 2016. He's one to beat Destin. Um, some old little facts for you, but I don't think Red Route 1 is simply good enough. He's going to just lope around kind of in the back, and he may finish fifth. Maybe he finishes fourth. But I just can't back him in this race. There's going to be better horses to play, and I really like Joel Rosario in the Belmont Stakes. I also like Steve Asmussen, but I am getting off the Red Route 1 wagon for this race. So to recap my selections um, for these, and also Brad Cox does have two horses here. He has Tappet Shoes, but again, you can't pick every single horse. I'm not going to pick Tappet Shoes. Recap my selections. My top pick is going to be Tappet Trice, Luis Saez, Todd Pletcher. Number 2 is Hit Show with Manny Franco and Brad Cox. I think he's going to be the wise guy horse in this race. 3 is going to be Arcangelo with Javier Castellano. And he was first in the Peter Pan. I don't like him to win, but I think he might he might be in the trifecta. And then 4th, I have Forte. Just, he might be 4th best in this race. Again, I'm not going to be playing Forte first or second. He will not be in my tickets. He could hit the back end of a trifecta or possibly a superfecta. So that's my picks. Sometimes you have to fade these horses. He's off a 10-week layoff, so if I get some crazy comments that people think I'm crazy for leaving Forte off, I said that Mage was going to finish 3rd, and he did. It was my 3rd choice if you go back and look at my video 3 weeks ago. But everything did change that when first mission was scratched. So I hope no scratches. We got 9 horses. I hope there's 9 horses leaving the starting gate this Saturday. So please comment and just subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. And you'll see me again. We'll be doing some of the summer derbies, Haskell and Travers. And yeah, we'll keep this thing going. So thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Lee, host of Eel Chief Sports. Like my videos and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. And best of luck betting Saturday, Belmont Stakes. Thank you.